the players have done their part. They've told us what they want and what they want adjusted and how we can adjust it and all that. And of course, we take all of that under advisement, and improvements have been made. We've done a test session, and now we're through our first session, and improvements have been made almost week to week on every single aspect of how we're doing this league. So if you want a league that listens to its players and understands that the player's voice is the most important part, because without the players we have nothing, definitely give Ultimate Pool League an opportunity here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had a lot of great feedback from our members here. The first few weeks it was really interesting. I always tell people, by and large, it's 8-ball, it's pool. You're used to it. Same old stuff with a few differences here and there. But I think the format of not having to be out all night long has gone over very well. When matches are scheduled, they're timed. You don't have to worry about being out in the bar till 2 in the morning and going to work the next day. It's really been fantastic.
Yeah, that's definitely a big turning point in my area as well, especially when you have that early morning job the next day. You really don't want to be out that late. You want to be able to go home, spend some time with your family, go to bed at a decent time. And Ultimate Pool League definitely offers you that possibility.
100%.
So,
meanwhile, here on the table, Steven and Lisa had a good opportunity, but where this 10 ball's landed, I think it's going to make the out that much tougher.
Yeah, I don't really see what can happen with the 10 ball. Maybe one of those Kentucky banks you guys like, crossing the side, but it's very thin and it leaves nothing for the 13. So.
Yeah, Steven did a good job trying to open it up there. Just wasn't able to get the cue ball clear for a shot on the 13. So I don't see any good defense. She's going to have to back cut this ball. What a shot there.
You sound like you played this game before, Kyle.
No, not in very many years, it feels like. They've always told people if you really don't like doing something, then start a business doing that thing, because you'll never get to do it again.
And I believe you.
So good shot from Steven here to get on the 8. Off the 2 ball, which is going to make it a little bit trickier, but this is definitely gettable. Lisa looking to open the account in this mixed doubles match.
Great shot.
What a strong out.
And the hometown crowd goes wild.
And we have a full house here for this one, that's for sure. And, through COVID, a lot of the pool rooms ended up understandably closing down. And fortunately, we were given the opportunity to open this, and it's really kind of given the city a nice boost in the pool scene, I think.
Yeah, I've made several trips out here, and through those several trips, I think my first trip was almost shortly after you guys opened, really.
Yeah.
And so the improvements you've made throughout the years, added up the pro shop. I think the first time I came through, that was just an empty room.
Yeah.
Didn't know what you were going to do with it yet. But the building of the arena and the nice commentary booth, and I know you have other plans as well, trying to really step up the game on everything when it comes to pool. Me and you have had several conversations about pool in general, and I know you have a passion for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a pool nut like a lot of us here, and I love the games. And while I don't get the opportunity to play much these days, it's fun being involved and being able to contribute in different ways. So.
Well, look at this on the table. Stephen McGaughey and Lisa Biller at the table with an opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like figuring the 3 ball out here is the key.
Yeah, 100%.
Good to see. Again, this is their first time ever playing together, and so far it looks like communication, and it's a good shot from Lisa here.
Wow, that is a really good shot.
Communication and synergy seem to be working well.
Yeah, and I think it probably has a lot to do with the fact that they're both from this area, and they
Sure.
both want to represent Rail Yard.
just a bit thick. So we're going to get our first really good look here at our other pair.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's tough when first match of the tournament, sitting in your chair for the first rack and a half, and come to the table and have to open up with a good shot. Maybe just not fully settled in yet.
And I know you were here the first day that this table was in here, and the second day, and you know, now the third and fourth days here we are. And the first day we were here, this table was accepting everything.
Sure.
But as me and you both know, the cloth is going to start to get a little bit more worn in. The cold, because it is kind of chilly outside, is going to kind of tighten up that felt.
Sure.
And the pockets are absolutely going to start playing a little tighter.
Yeah, 100%. And we're coming off of Wednesday. We had a huge torrential downpour, and it really raised the humidity, especially with all the bodies in the room. And so one of the things I've heard consistently throughout the event is how bouncy the tables are playing, and that's going to happen anytime the humidity rate rises. And you know, so I think what you're going to see is, of course, the cloth is going to wear in, but then the rails are going to bounce a little bit more, which is just going to take away that accepting pocket, and you're not going to be able to, you know, to slide them in. You're going to have to hit the hole.
Yeah, there's no more sliding these balls in. You need to aim for the center of the pocket. No matter what the actual pocket size is, when it gets like this, you have to hit the center.
Yeah, 100%. So one good shot from Lisa here, and they should be knocking on a 2-0 lead.
And this is an interesting format because we've seen the shootout format several times now with the shot clock and the match clock. But, I mean, me and you both know, doubles just takes longer.
Yeah.
You're going to spend a little bit more time working out everything. And I don't really know why that is. But even with the shot clock and the match clock, these games tend to be going a little bit longer. I'm sure it would be okay.
Oh, sure. Doesn't want to get stuck on this 12 ball. Definitely going to limit options here.
And Timmy having a tough time.
And it seems to go that way, doesn't it? When you're maybe not feeling your best and playing your best, it seems like the world just
Everything.
throws it on top every time. It just continues to snowball. Good attempt there, but really just didn't have very many options. So this is going to be an open table. Mr. McGaughey and Miss Biller. A little bit to navigate with the 9 and the 2 ball. There's the 11 and the 13. I think he's looking to deal with the 5th. Okay, playing the combo. He's lost his cue ball. Really unfortunate.
That was a good shot.
It really was. That was going to open the table. His cue ball just kissed off the 2 and found the drink.
Yeah, that's brutal. Really, really brutal.
This could be the opportunity needed to get in this match for Stevens and Bly. Elected to take solids. Everything has a pocket. It's just a matter of keeping the cue ball in play. Such a different dynamic when you're playing doubles, of course. Not a format that you play every day, so you have to think about things slightly different. Even if nothing's different, it's going to make you think it's a little different, make you think about things a little extra.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's same as a shootout. When we get down to that 10-minute mark, it will move to a 15-second shot clock, which can put a lot of added pressure on these players. So right now, the best thing that Timmy and Sarah can do would be to take their time on these racks and make sure that they get the wins, because here in a little while they won't be able to take that time anymore. It's going to put them under the gun, and they don't want to be behind when that happens.
Sure, and I think this rack's going to go a long way in regards to that. Kind of settle down. The work's not done yet here.
Could have gotten a little better on this.
Yeah.
And she's going to take the shot that is a little bit tougher but promotes the leave better. And just off.
The only saving grace, perhaps, is limited options for the 6 here. Or, I'm sorry, the 12.
Oh, no. And
Unexpected
like
miss
that.
there, yeah, but I think, stretched over the table and maybe just took her eye off the ball.
Yeah, and again, not hitting the center of that pocket. You can't count on that slide anymore because it's just not going to do it. See what? Don't want to get too far ahead because we have a match going on right now. But an interesting match for the next one. David and Peggy Matlock. So David Matlock, everybody knows who he is. He's a legend. You have any idea how his wife plays? 'Cause I don't think anybody else does.
I sure do not.
Is this the first time David's been here? Do you know?
He was here. I don't think he's played anything here, but he came through one time and, just kind of played around with some friends.
Okay. And Dave's a super guy, and like I said, he is a bar box legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think anybody knows if his wife can even hold a stick. And I feel like she's going to play really good or something like.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling.
Oh, tough shot there.
This is going to really open up everything for Steven and Lisa. Ball in hand, will be able to deal with this cluster in the center right off the start, and everything will be open to take a 3-0 lead. Steven's had a lot of success playing 8-ball in different leagues. Mentioned before, he's one of the top-ranked players playing 8-ball. Has won a few bigger titles himself, and Lisa plays in a lot of the women's events, but is really new to the tournament scene and seems to be handling it quite well. It's very impressive, really.
Yeah, to be new in the tournament scene and to be playing in this, this is I don't think the people at home who've never been to one of our events, I don't think they understand the level of production that we have, and it's actually slimmed down in here because you had a lot of things in place. It didn't make sense to come in and change your room up for what we were doing, but the production is crazy. So to have the lights, the cameras, the cameramen, the crowd all sitting around while you're trying to play pool, it is very daunting. Just like that shot right there. Yeah,
maybe just a little bit of a inkling there on that shot. You're 100% correct. It's an electric environment even outside of the production, and so just everything going on in the room. It is a completely packed house here, standing around watching this match, and then you throw on top of it, like you said, the lights, the camera, and everything else. It's a lot to take in, and truthfully, they've handled it phenomenally to this point.
And Timmy, he'll appreciate the honesty in this. Timmy hasn't played up to his ability so far in this match. And I think this was a little bit of a two-way shot. Yeah. Kind of wanted to move the 5-ball towards the pocket.
100%.
And it's going to leave, a chance, but it's not a guaranteed chance. I don't think he took into account that Steven is from Kentucky and he loves to bank balls, I'm sure.
Steven's going to put this ball one rail for sure. Always playing the defense.
This is a little surprising.
And
it's smart, though.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an indication as to why he's won so many things that he has. good reserve play. I really thought he was going to fire that ball.
I also think it plays into a lot for the fact that he knew that Sarah was next up on the rotation and knows that she isn't quite as skilled ability-wise as Timmy. She almost made that ball.
Yeah, she's gotten away with a decent leave here, truthfully.
This is almost a free shot.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything crazy. Just shoot the 8 ball in the corner. Your cue ball is going to move across to the side rail. It's really a safe shot. You just don't want to jack up. It's the one thing you don't want to do.
I think he's having her just shoot it straight. Yeah.
Really?
Just roll the ball.
Surprise. I thought that ball would go pretty easily.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit too close to your work. She didn't want to turn the cue ball loose and
avoid the foul as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, a little battle of attrition here.
Great shot.
Wow.
There was really nothing left to do there but try to get the ball down. And Timmy's done excellent.
Okay, he says, I'm not from Kentucky, but I can still bank the ball.
As soon as you step foot into Kentucky, your banking ability just naturally rises.
100%.
2-1 is our score.
With just under 14 minutes left on the clock. So we'll just have to see here if Timmy and Sarah can make something happen and they don't get anything. They make a ball?
I'd never heard something drop, I didn't think.
You get a replay on here. Did Steven break that?
Yeah. I think that was...
okay, I apologize,
we
guys.
both missed it.
We were trying to figure out what was going on because we didn't see anything go, but I guess Steven left the table so quickly I didn't see him at the table. But besides that, looks like Timmy and Sarah have a decent opportunity here. Just got to figure out what she wants to do, and she has to execute it. This is a...
So it needs to tie up.
I didn't like that shot too much. I feel like he could have done a little better without having to jack up like that. There's times where you have to do that, but I think he could have found another route. Now he's kind of put his partner into some trouble here.
Yeah, there's really just not very many opportunities to get into these balls either.
That was such a tough ball to level up on and hit right and still try and hold shape for the next ball. He had a feeling that she was going to have some trouble with it. So the Rail Yard locals at the table now with an opportunity to extend their lead, which is best case scenario for them, especially as we creep towards the 10-minute mark.
100%. I think she's gotten a little funny here. I don't know if she can get through to this 5 or if the 7 goes by the 5. It just does. Great shot.
Yeah, I didn't think it went at first glance. Now we're in a situation where I think the 1 ball has to be played. The cut on the 4 is tough. You could cut the 5.
Yeah,
your cue ball is going to be moving.
Yeah, I think I like the 1. You want to get on this 2-3 up top. You have to navigate some traffic there.
Yeah, absolutely. Another good shot there.
Yeah, I think the out kind of spells itself here as long as you stay in line. The 2 ball's a good key ball to get on the 8 from. So from here, it's just a matter of getting the balls down and falling in line. box is perfect. Lisa will be able to just make this ball and slide over slightly for a shot on the 2 with the 8 in the side of the corner.
Beautiful. Oh, it went too far.
They lost the cue ball.
I thought it was going to come out great.
And just slightly overran position here.
And you got to feel that he's a little fortunate here because the sound effect went on after the shot there. That's the last shot we'll have at a 30-second shot clock. We are now rocking and rolling with 15 seconds per shot. And Timmy Bly and Sarah Stevens with the opportunity to get the tie ball game here. Very smart play there.
Yeah, and I know this is for sure the first time Lisa's had to play under a shot clock. It is definitely the first time she's had to play under a 15-second shot clock. So right away, extension being called. Good move here. Also make sure she gets the hit. Four rails. Is she going to get a rail, though? The 2 ball's going to need to go.
Oh, my goodness. It was such a good try at that one. If that cue ball would have hit at just any angle whatsoever, I feel like something would have caught the rail. She hit it head on, and it just didn't have the speed to get there.
An open table here and an opportunity to draw level.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to rush too much. You know, I tell people who are worried about having to move quickly at the 15-second shot clock is watch Tom Cousins play under a 15-second shot clock. He does not move fast at all. He's not running around the table.
It's more time than you think, it sounds like.
Yeah. But he's also very good at analyzing the table quickly. And when you're rushing, you tend to make mistakes in your patterns. So if you just pace yourself to try and analyze a little quicker rather than move quicker, it can set you up for success. And that's a good play right there. So all tied up 2-2 with about 7.5 minutes left to play in the match. Yeah, he does a great job.
Had a fantastic time collaborating with Neil here this week. Now the ruling on this, it's a foul shot, so it's going to be the opponent's option to either break or have the other team break. Of course, more times than not, the option is to take the break themselves.
Yeah, Simon will tell you that he's been watching this game with these rules for a long time, and he's never seen it given back to the other player. For good reason. Oh, avoided the scratch there. The cue ball was flying towards the pocket, and it looks like it just hooked out. But this is not a great layout.
Yeah, definitely some trouble to navigate on the top left as we look on. I think that they can do it, though. The 13, if it goes by the 5, it's hard to tell. It's really close. Will offer opportunity. If not, it's certainly a lot tougher.
Yeah, I think 13 goes in the bottom corner pocket. I don't know if it goes on the side. This is a tough one. Almost looks like he's shooting at the 10 or the 5. He is. Oh, wow.
Great try at that. Really couldn't have hit it much better. Still missed it.
Yeah, that was a really good effort.
Maybe a bit of momentum shift here that Stevens and Bly needed.
It's very, very possible.
going with the cue ball here, though.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, this is going to be trouble.
Plenty of other places you could have left that cue ball. Going up that far was a very big mistake, and with the time clock running, the extension's called.
Yeah, it does have a shot on this 2-ball. It does go.
And the time is still running down. Can't take too long, even after you take the extension. And I think that was a situation where she just wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah. It was always going to be challenging. It was a thin slice on the 2. The shape was a bit luck, but
hometown players have an opportunity here to kind of steal one. You can argue the fact that maybe they should have been in the lead at the beginning of this rack, and I couldn't agree with you more, but the fact of the matter is it is 2-2, and they have an opportunity here to take the lead.
yeah, this is really the shot here. You want to make sure you don't get covered up.
Oh, no.
I knew it was an opportunity with that. The way the 4 and the 2 sat with the path of the cue ball, it was just, you had to take a little bit of extra care there.
I like going one rail on the other side. I like going to the top of the table on this shot. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it?
It's found gravity, but what is Lisa looking at here?
Can she get behind that ball enough to, just like he's looking
That's
at?
exactly what Steven's looking
kick
at.
it? Well, and she tried, and I'll give her A for effort.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that doesn't help the ball go into the hole.
Yeah, a bit of fortune for Steven, and leveled itself out with unfortunate roll for Lisa. But
yeah, those somewhat pesky pool gods you hear about all the time.
If this 2 doesn't go by the 11, it does make it a little more interesting.
I actually think the 2 goes past the 8.
Oh yeah,
it
right.
looks a little
You're right.
sneaky, but yes.
The table's definitely running here. Like we mentioned at the start of the match, the rails are bouncing a lot more than maybe players are comfortable with. You just seem to be getting a few extra rolls out of the cue ball.
He's going to take this to the top left, and his cue ball is going to be moving. Oh, he actually killed it super, super well.
Yeah, fantastic shot there.
Absolutely great shot. And with just over 2.5 minutes, it is. They are 1 up over the hometown favorites. Eight ball's moving, but nothing down. Wow. This is so unfortunate because at this rate, an extension called and just pocketing a few balls can make this match unattainable.
Yeah.
Does need to make the balls.
Watch out,
does
cue
not
ball.
need to scratch. This is an opportunity.
This is what they needed, and it's still an open table, right?
Yes, absolutely. So guys, strap in, put your seatbelt on. We're about to go for a ride because there's enough time in this for them to tie it up, and we will be going to a 6-ball shootout if they get this rack. Need to be quick though.
Yeah, I like dealing with these balls at the top if they want to play the stripes.
Stripes and play.
The 12-11 is playable if there's a way to get through to it. I don't know that there is.
So you can take an absolute flyer and play the 13 into the 1 into the 2. The 11 ball will fall.
Sure.
He can actually play it right. Well, she can play it right here. A little bit of a draw. But it's a big ask. Oh, and a missed ball. This is going to come down to the wire because Timmy and Sarah don't have a great shot to shoot. I feel like Steven and Lisa will get another opportunity at the table. Time running. They're going to have to come up with a decision quick.
Just rolling safe here. Now, can Steven get this 13 off the 11? I'm just going to cannon everything open. I think that's his best opportunity.
I think if he goes into the rail, banks it into the 2-ball, I think something has to fall. Watch out, cue ball. Oh, it didn't
just
fall.
caught the point. Steven really thought he had it too. Tell by his reaction.
And he wouldn't have liked to leave for 26 seconds. Timmy, all he has to do is make a ball and leave 15 seconds on the clock. And it was a very tight finish, but we are going to have a winner in this match, and it is going to be Timmy Bly and Sarah Stevens. Really great match. Glad to see the hometown crowd showing some support for the great match that we just saw.
That was fantastic.